Good morning from the front porch. I do apologize. It's been a couple weeks since I posted any kind of video, but I haven't been shooting slingshots because I pulled my shoulder and I've had to rest it for the last couple weeks. It is getting better, but like I said, I haven't been able to hold my shoulder out to hold the frame up. So instead of shooting slingshots, I made some more targets to send out to some people. Now you have to, if you hear the birds, hopefully you can hear me over the birds. But yeah, I have to apologize in advance for that. And the lighting's not so great because it is not even 7 o'clock in the morning. But I wanted to get these boxed up so I can get them sent out. And I wanted to get video of it before I did that. So to start out, everybody, I'm sending, this is going to Slingburger, it's going to Andy Lowe, and going to Josh Hicks is the targets that I've made, is who I'm sending them out to. So everybody's going to get a new version of the horseshoe spoon target. It's been a very popular option for everybody I've sent to so far. I use soup spoons this time, so this is a 45 millimeter target. It fills up the horseshoe a little bit better. And I got some different pliers to make that bend a little bit smoother so it has a better rocking action. The main thing I wanted when I came up with this target, I wanted a compact yet portable, easy to set up, stick it in the ground. You can stick it in wood, tree, whatever. If you're shooting clay, if you're shooting steel, it doesn't really matter. If you're shooting somewhere where there's no people around behind you, you don't even have to set up a backdrop. And so it's very quick, very durable, inexpensive to make. And I made it this way so I could take this spike out of the back of it, and it gets more compact just to save on shipping to everybody. But yeah, so I'm sending one of those out to everybody. And then for Slingburger, I wanted to take your logo and make a copy of your logo, but I couldn't tell if it had arms, if it had legs. I saw the slingshot, so it's holding a slingshot, but I didn't want to mess up your logo and offend you in any way that way. So I just went straight up hamburger. I don't know how well you can see that. Pretty pleased with how that came out. It's just a simple, I figured you seem to mostly have catch boxes, so I made that one just to hang in a catch box. It hangs kind of at an angle, so hopefully that deflects any ricochets. Now all these are, it's just acrylic paint with a clear coat over it. So if you do shoot still at it, it's going to chip the paint off of it, but that's not a big deal. So I just made these, whatever pops in my head to make as a target, I just make. So I got the hamburger, and then to go with the burger, we have Coke. You have to, I apologize for my crappy paint job because I got shaky hands, and so it suffices for a target. But this is 3/16 steel, I believe. I didn't know if you would rather hang this from a catch box with a paracord or put it in the ground, so I'm including some of these screw in if you want to jam it in the ground to keep, if you want to practice speed shooting. I figured you didn't want the can to sit there and move back and forth, so I figured maybe sitting it in the ground would do better, but it works either way. But this is as close to the size of a can that I could get. It's not perfect, but like I said, for a target, it will do good. And for anybody who I'm not sending these out to, I know Jordan Smothers posted a video where he got one from Amazon for like $9. I think it's a Caldwell. If I can remember, I'll post a link to that. But it makes a good solid sound. And like I said, it beats, because I know a lot of people shoot cans because they're cheap and they make the nice sound, but it's so much of a hassle to always have a can empty on hand, and then you have to go set it up, and then it got aluminum shrapnel everywhere that you might cut your hands on. So years ago, I made myself one of these, and it was one of my favorite targets just because it's the right size, but like I said, you don't have to worry about setting up and all that stuff. So those are going to Slingburger, and then also made a little bird because I want to make an array of targets. So you've got small, medium, large. So that's just a simple bird, nothing too fancy about him, but it's about the size of a sparrow. And then one more for Slingburger. And some I've got multiples of these, so some are going to each one of you, but I'll try to explain as I go. The last one for Slingburger is a yellow squirrel. You have to forgive me on the paint job. I had some yellow spray paint for some reason runs. I don't know why, but I have problems with it. But again, he's metal. He's probably 5.5, 6 inches. If you want to put him in the ground, you can make it a long range target, or I've added a magnet, and so you can shoot the nut out of the squirrel's hand at close range if you wanted to do more precision shooting, or if you want to do distance shooting. He's good for either one of those. Now, let's go with, because like I said, so everybody's getting one of those. I forget who I've got going to. I know Slingburger, and I think Josh Hicks is getting a squirrel. Now, Andy, you had commented on Trapper D's. I sent him a penguin, and you had made a comment that his face looked too cute to shoot. So instead of the squirrel, you're getting a penguin. I don't know how well you can see that, but I gave him angry eyes, and I gave him some tussled feathers so he kind of looks more mean. So hopefully you can shoot him and not feel guilty. But if you still feel guilty, I also made him a knife on a magnet. So if he doesn't look mean now, then I don't know what else I can do. But again, it's just for fun. But I mean, same thing with the squirrel. You can shoot the knife and disarm the penguin. But hopefully he's angry enough for you, and you can be okay shooting the penguin. But no, I thought you'd get a kick out of that, because I got a kick out of that. And then also, well, I put a spare magnet on there just in case that one falls out or gets shot off of there. Well, I'll go ahead and reveal this. So instead of the Coca-Cola can for Josh and Andy, I have made you Mount Olive candied jalapeno slices. I mean, that's not bad for a target, right? So I didn't put too much time in it, but you have to forgive me for my shaky hands on the lettering. They're not perfect, but I got a kick out of that too. I was like, you know what I could make? It'd be funny if I just sent them canned jalapenos. Anyway, same thing. You can hang it from catch box, or you can put it in the ground, practice your speed shooting. Like I said, if you shoot clay at these, it'll sit there and it'll take them. You can wipe it off and the paint's just fine. If you're going to shoot steel at it, which I know both of you, all three of you probably prefer shooting steel, it's going to scratch up, ding up, and chip the paint. It's not going to offend me at all whenever these things show up on camera and there's just nothing left of what I've done art-wise. So just when they do peel off, just take a solid color, white, black, red, whatever you got on hand, cover these up, and they will last for years. I just thought it was funny. It popped in my mind. I was like, you know what? Instead of a Coke can, why not make jalapeno? So I've got one of those for each of you. And then to go along with the jalapeno theme, I made some 35 millimeter jalapeno popper spin targets. Just because I wanted to try something different, and I'd seen if I could drill a hole through 3/8 inch steel just to see, and it did. So, like I said, the paint's not perfect on it, but I think it gets the point across, and kind of a novelty little target there. And I know you all have plenty of targets, but I just, in my downtime when I have nothing else to do, I just enjoy making things. And I'm not going to be a Moan Waller making the nicest frames, but if I can take some scrap metal and turn it into some fun targets for you all and send out, and then that's just what I want to do. So that is it. I've got another bird here for, I think Josh is getting the other bird. I don't remember who I've got for who, but that's the gist of it. Like I said, I just wanted to make this video before I sent them out, because I did send Mo and Waller some targets, and it took 40 days. It got stuck in Atlanta distribution center for some reason. So I wanted to get, you know, video evidence of what I had made to send out to everybody. But yeah, again, sorry for my absence, but like I said, I just had to take a couple weeks just to rest and get caught up on a few things. But this is what I've been doing in my downtime when I can't sleep. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy. If anybody has any other target ideas, I'm trying to improve my designs. It's very difficult to come up with targets for other people because you don't know what set. I mean, you can look at the people on YouTube and see their setup and see, okay, they have a catch box. They have, you know, some people have a big backyard, some people have no backyard. So I don't know if I need to make targets to hang, targets to, you know, go in the ground, mounting options. I'm trying to, you know, what's good all around for everybody, but also make fun targets that are durable and, like I said, just enjoyable to shoot, make the whole experience a little bit better. So like I said, if anybody has any constructive criticism, any ideas for targets, shoot comments my way. Like I said, I'm not selling my targets. I just enjoy making them as a hobby. But on down the line, I mean, whoever subscribes, whoever comments, whoever, you know, whatever, like I said, whatever pops in my head is just, like I said, Andy made the comment on Trapper D's targets, and he was like, I couldn't shoot that penguin. He's got too nice of a face. And then you go from there. So like I said, yeah, I'm not gonna make this video too much longer because I've got other things I need to start working on, but I wanted to get this out. I've sent emails. I've got Josh's address. Don't ask me how. But I'm still waiting on Andy and Slingburger to respond to my emails. If they don't respond within a couple days, I'll go ahead and post this video, and hopefully they'll give me their address so I can send them these things. If not, like I said, in the future, I've still got several horseshoe targets. I plan on giving them away, maybe do a giveaway. I don't know how to do that fairly. I don't know, but anyway, I'm not gonna keep you much longer. Just wanted to show this and hope everybody has a good day. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.